Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Ultimate Autographs live break room. We're doing a little bit of a switcheroo today.
Yes, we are.
Rob is normally over here. I'm normally on that side, but we'll change things up here a little bit. So welcome in to the Ultimate Autographs live break room this morning, everybody, live from Burr Ridge, Illinois, just outside of the Chicago downtown area. That's Rob over there. I'm Chinmay, and we'll be here to take you through the next few hours here on our 9 a.m. show on Saturday. We'll start out with Rob. How was your Friday night?
Oh, it was peaceful, man. It was a nice, relaxing Friday night. So looking to probably do the same thing. So a very chill weekend before the week of Thanksgiving. Nothing too crazy going on. So got a lot of family festivities going on this upcoming week. I'm sure you do as well, my guys. So it's been nice. It's been a nice, relaxing last couple of days. What about you?
Yeah, it's been good. I actually don't have too much going on Thanksgiving, which is surprising. It's the first year that I don't have all that much going on.
Sweet.
A lot of people, a few people jumping into the chat here. Scooter saying, "How's the morning going?" Morning is going good. How about you, Scooter? Scooter's also saying we never went live last night.
Yeah, no, he's it's my guy. It's my guy, Doug. He was looking for me to go live on Twitch last night. So
okay.
So I was away. I was AFK as the gamers
kids,
like to
as
say.
the kids would call it.
As the kids would call it back in the day. So I was definitely AFK last night.
All right.
But yeah, we're definitely not going to be AFK today because we're on the precipice of breaking into 2 brand new series.
Absolutely, yeah. And Jeremiah Novak saying good morning. Good morning to you as well, Jeremiah.
Good morning.
We got only 2 boxes in the Vault series, only 1 box in the Rep series, and that Rep is Earl Campbell, by the way. So we know what that lone box is on that Rep series with Earl Campbell. We got 3 boxes left in the Weekend Warrior series from last weekend that was broken. That was a new series that was dropped last Saturday night, I believe. And we got 3 boxes left. Devon Achane, the lone headliner in that series, but some good stuff in there in that Weekend Warrior
absolutely
series. And then we still have 2 high roller crates. Still have 2 high roller crates available from Thursday's show. So that's still available. Randy Moss and Jim Brown, the headliners in those crates. So how the high roller works, it's a series of 3 crates. And in one of those crates will be Randy Moss. And then in the other series of 3 crates, one of those boxes will be Jim Brown. Woo. We'll take you guys through the full Ultimate Autographs Live Breaks page. But let's start out with some housekeeping items. How about our dice roll for today? Rob, what are you thinking on the dice?
Let's go with 10 today. Feeling
All right.
10 this morning.
I usually roll with 8. Let's see where we're at today. This is how many times we will randomize your names in all the breaks. And it is 8.
Let's go.
It is 8.
It's your show.
So the dice roll will be 8 for today. For this show, at least, it'll be 8.
Yeah, this is what happens when we switch things up, man. All of a sudden, everything starts going your way. All the breaks start going your way.
If only my spread picks were going my way. We'll get to that at some point. The chase wheel spin. That is basically what we're going to be chasing in this show. Every break that gets filled up in that series, we will do a wheel spin 1 through 100. Top spot draw wheel spin 1 through 100 at the end of the show. And the winner of that top spot draw will get a chance to win up to $100 in UA store credit. I'm going to do something a little bit different for the wheel spin.
Let's do it.
We will do one wheel spin for the vault double. There's only one vault double left, and it's the last 2 boxes in the vault series. So we'll do one wheel spin for the vault double, and then we'll see what we're chasing for the other series. So vault double box, what double box is that, Rob?
Which one for the vault double?
So vault double, that's live break 9. That's vault
vault
double number 9. So vault double number 9 will be in the chase wheel spin for sure. And then we will do a separate chase wheel spin for the other series. So let's see what we have.
Yeah, so once we end up clearing that vault out, guys, again, we do have a new series on deck for that. You guys know that we alternate between the vault and the diamonds. So if you're somebody that likes to go after and play for authentic helmets, want to get those in as soon as possible, getting the reps out, getting the vault out the door is the best way to do so. But don't be thrown off or discouraged in any way by hidden gems. We had 3 hidden gems yesterday in the vault, and we had a Rod Woodson rep that came out. Yeah. So there's some very, very good stuff still remaining in that vault series.
All right, let's see what else we'll be chasing here in the morning show. Oh, 1 and 4, just barely. Looked like it was going to be high roller for a second, but we'll do 1 and 4 on the chase. So that'll be in addition to that vault double. So we'll do the 1 and 4 as well as that vault double number 9. We'll do 2 separate chase wheel spins. And the 1 and 4, the great thing about the 1 and 4 is that it's only 4 spots for the break. So you don't have to fill up everything in that 1 and 4 in order to get into that wheel spin action. Bradley Williams saying, Chinmay, I'm still waiting on Jeremiah Smith in the break room. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Jeremiah Smith is, because we've gotten Ohio State stuff before, and Jeremiah Smith obviously very coveted. Ooh. He's probably just not signing things.
Yeah,
he's probably waiting until he goes pro. That's probably the case. Although I will say, we do have a college series on deck. Yep. And we'll see if Jeremiah Smith is hiding out in there. I don't believe he is. But, we're all waiting on Jeremiah Smith. I think when he gets to the NFL, we'll definitely see more of Jeremiah Smith in the room. But he just seems like he doesn't sign things.
Yeah, and, that just seems to be
a lot of college players don't sign things.
Yeah, for sure. And whether that's people from their inner circle, whether that's just a personal preference, obviously. But yeah, a lot of the time you just wait until you go pro. We saw that, ironically, at Ohio State with Marvin Harrison Jr. We saw that with him quite a bit, and he's still the same way. There's a lot of prominent players, a lot of prominent athletes. Like, for example, Lamar Jackson is a guy that's very limited on autographs. Yeah. It's makes it work that much more, but he is very particular on what he puts his name on, and that's his own personal preference. So the names that you see here come through at Ultimate Autographs, obviously. The great thing about what our higher-ups do, Chinmay, is that a lot of the time is that they go out specifically to target these either current greats or all-time legends that they go out and get in person for a lot of these signatures. So that's what makes our signatures stand out so well from amongst a lot of other break rooms. And speaking of somebody that stands out in this break room, how about our guy Todd Meyer? Our resident Viking super fan, getting us started off with a jersey close to get the morning started off.
Cool. Well, we'll definitely do that. I threw in the 1-in-4 mixer for the that's the double box that I threw in the chat there, but there is single box available as the 1-in-4 mixer chase wheel spin. So that is where if you're interested in that wheel spin, you can get into the 1-in-4. But we'll definitely start off with that jersey break. So let's kick things off here with that jersey break.
Absolutely. It's good whenever you are. And that jersey break, as you mentioned, it's our most plentiful series that we got right now. Nearly a 1 in 2 chance of grabbing yourself a headliner to get your morning started off. A lot of people like to start off their morning with, maybe some eggs, maybe some toast and some coffee. I like a nice jersey to start my morning off. So especially on the weekend, you never know. College jersey could slip your way for Saturday college game day, or it could get you ready before some big, and I mean big, Week 12 games going on tomorrow.
Absolutely. Let's get these names randomized in here. But before we do that, drop a box number here for you guys. And yeah, there we go. So if you're in jersey number 6 here, Joe Rosales, John Narvaez, Tobias Walter, Dusty Littlefield, James Reed, or Todd Meyer, go ahead, drop me a box number. James is saying 28, and 28 is available. Rob, I can get that. It's over here.
Low Collinsworth slide.
So 28 is available, so that's what we will do. So 28 will be the jersey number. Here we go. 8 times around on the randomizer.
Shout out to our resident DC superhero and Joshua Bateman. He woke up hungry and ready to play today, Chinmay. He's getting a spot in that 1-in-4 mixer.
All right.
So there you go. That's what happens when sun goes up on that chase wheel spin board, man. People start getting hungry.
John Narvaez, you've got the NFC North as well as the NFC East. James Reed is in the NFC South as well as the AFC West. Joe Rosales is in the NFC West. Todd Meyer in the AFC North. Dusty Littlefield in the AFC South, and Tobias Walter in the AFC East. Box 28 coming up here.
Yeah, Fugi. So is there a particular, I know obviously there's a few Steelers names that you're going to be looking for. So again, Chinmay and I have already teased a little bit already. We got 2 different series coming out. So if I were you, the sooner that we get those reps and vaults out the door, then maybe that would be a good chance for you to use that 87 UA credit. So big time chase wheel spin winner.
Box 28. Here we go. It's not a headliner, but you definitely don't want to see this guy on the other side of you. It's Christian Okoye.
Nice.
On the Kansas City Chiefs. And that is going to be some box collar magic here on the JSA cert for James Reed. James Reed with the Christian Okoye Chiefs jersey.
Awesome hit there for Mr. Okoye, one of the most badass nicknames that you'll find around, the Nigerian Nightmare.
Yeah.
And Mr. Okoye.
And he certainly was a nightmare. For those on the opposite side of him.
Yeah, guy was built like a bowling ball out of the backfield and definitely lived up to his namesake for sure. Got his NFL career started off to a very late start. I don't think he had his rookie season in the NFL, Chinmay, until he was about 28 years old, I believe. Mm-hmm. So, a nightmare he definitely was, but a joy for James Reed this morning.
Great way to start off our morning here. Christian Okoye on the jersey going to James Reed.
Corey, what's going on, man? He said, good morning, boys. Did the 1-4 number 6 go last night or this morning? So looking at that, so are you looking for the single or the double, Mr. Doback? Because if you were looking for the double, my friend, guess what? You went back-to-back and hit 2 solo shots out of the park. You got the Corey Seager and Carl Yastrzemski bat, my guys. So you doubled up in that 1-4 to end the midnight show.
All right.
Last night. So it's a great way to start your morning, waking up next to Corey Seager and Carl Yastrzemski. So congratulations, Corey. That's awesome.
Corey Seager is I believe, still the only player to win the World Series MVP as both a NL and AL member.
Yeah, I think so.
One with the NL team with the Dodgers in 2020, I believe, and then one in 2023 with the Rangers.
With the Rangers, yeah, part of that $1 billion infield that him and Marcus Semien formed. A lot of question marks floated around about those 2 signings. But you know, if you're a team like the Texas Rangers, the team that had only been to 1 World Series in franchise history, yeah, 1 World Series in franchise history. So prior up to that point. So
Ashley is asking, is Marino still available in the jerseys and Achan in the minis? So Marino is not available in the jersey. Oh, no, sorry. Marino is available in the jerseys. Dan Marino is available in the jerseys. Devon Achan is available in the minis. So both those Dolphins still available. Devon Achan also still available in that Weekend Warrior series. I believe there are 3 boxes left in that series, so we're doing 3 single boxes, it looks like, because I don't see the double up on the page right now. So we'll just do the 3 single boxes for that Weekend Warrior series. But yes, all the Dolphins are still in the room as far as headliners go with Achan and Dan Marino. Corey is saying, oh, sweet, thank you. Yep, definitely sweet to hit that double out of the 1-4. James Reed is saying, let's go, good hit. Luckily, everyone in my family are KC fans.
Nice.
So easy for me to find something to do with it. Yeah, he's a Tampa Bay fan, hoping for an NFC South hit. I do know we have a lot of Bucks hiding out in the Anmore section for sure.
Yeah, we get a lot.
As far as the headliners go,
we get a lot of
in the
Bucks.
jerseys, yeah, that's why you got into the jerseys. Rondé Barber is there among the headliners for the jerseys. I am not seeing any other Bucks in the headliners at the moment.
No, the Steve Young Tampa Bay Buccaneer Speed Flex and the High Roller got pulled last night.
Okay.
Man, I was really hoping that was going to make it to this morning, but I can understand why it didn't. It was it was a custom creamsicle Speed Flex.
Yeah,
so
that's not going to last.
No, it definitely didn't. And a lot of people were like, wait, what? Steve Young on a Tampa Bay Buccaneer? Well, by the way, guys, if you do want a Steve Young or 49ers item, we still have Steve Young available in that 1-4 mixer that Chimay is going to have up for you guys in a second here. But yeah, we get a lot of Buccaneers stuff in the hidden gem section that we have available.
Yeah, Rob was talking about the 1-4. It's also the Chase Wheelspin for this morning show. So let's talk about what's still left here in that 1-4. Plenty of good stuff here in the mixer. 14 boxes left. 8 headliners still available. And that Steve Young 49ers, the black 49ers helmet with the gold logo, and it looks like a gold face mask too. Got Larry Bird on the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's always an interesting one. Mark Messier on the what looks to be a licensed jersey.
Yep.
On the Mark Messier, so that's available there. And then in the non-photoed headliners, Troy Aikman, Frank Thomas, Allen Iverson, Brett Hull, and Kurt Warner. And Brett Hull is with Oates as well?
Yeah, a little Hull and Oates action.
Okay.
So, things you love to see. I'm sure many of you, you lovely regulars, saw 2 Thursdays ago. Brett Hull joined us here in studio here at Ultimate Autograph. So that was a very, very cool moment. So friend of the show, friend of Ultimate Autograph. So, and he could be a friend of yours getting in that 1-4 mixer. And odds are very good right now to land a headliner.
And how the 1-4 works is you basically get a pick. You get a slot for a sport. You don't get it's no divisions. It's no randomization for divisions. It's only by sport. So any football item that comes out, the person in the football spot will get that item. Any basketball item that comes out, person in the basketball spot will get that item. Any baseball item that comes out, person in the baseball spot will get that item. And the and more section is everything else. So like that Hulk Hogan belt, the Erling Haaland soccer ball, those sort of items, those will go to the person with the everything else spot in the in that 1 in 4. We've seen a lot of Haaland. We've seen a lot of Haaland with it's the full Haaland kit. We had the right cleat, we had the left cleat, we had the jersey, and now we have the soccer ball. You like manifest yourself becoming Erling Haaland. Derek is saying good morning, Chinmay and Rob. Good morning to you, Derek.
What's going on, Mr. 420? It's going on. Hope you're sipping and ripping over there to start your Saturday.
This is not the big week for Derek. Next week is the big week for Derek with the game.
Oh, yeah, big blue matchup going on. Who do they got next week?
The team from South.
Yeah. Okay.
The team that cannot be mentioned in Michigan. We'll talk about the half and half. Only Sterling Sharp is left among the headliners in the half and half, and I believe there are there's 4 boxes left in the half and half, and Sterling Sharp is the only headliner in that half and half. Derek is saying, yeah, it's the game, and it'll be a big game because Michigan has won the last 3. Right? Michigan has won the last 3.
Yeah, I believe so.
So, Ohio State looking like they are going to be in the college football playoff, but a chance for Michigan to spoil some things against Ohio State. We got a lot of Ohio State chatter in the chat with Scooter and Bradley. Love to see a little friendly competition here. We'll go to the vault. This is the last double box in the vault. And it's also going to be a separate chase wheel spin for you guys. So none of the headliners are available. So it's only the and more section of the vault, but it is some solid names there in the and more hidden gem section, as well as you get your opportunity in that chase wheel spin to do some damage there with the gift card. We'll talk about the minis here because those are probably the best series to attack right now outside of what's in the chase wheel spin. The minis, 9 boxes left only, 4 headliners left in the minis. Trey McBride, Quinshon Judkins with the dog logo instead of your just blank Cleveland Browns helmet.
Yeah.
You got the Bulldog logo with Quinshon Judkins, Emmitt Smith on the white Cowboys mini, and then of course Devon Achane is available in the secondary headliners. Is that the rivalry for Trey McBride? It looks like it is the rivalry style for Trey McBride, and that is something that Rob definitely wants to see come out here. So let's make that happen in the minis. Derek is saying, see, they even have to help each other spell the name of their state. Yeah, I'm a Mizzou guy, and we do a lot of spelling for our Missouri chants as well. So I can't really say much.
And just going back on that, the minis right there for one of the photoed headliners. Now, some might call it bias. I just call it honesty about that Trey McBride rivalry mini. Don't just do it for me. Don't just do it for yourselves. Do it for Trey himself. It's his birthday today, guys.
Oh, okay.
It's Trey McBride's birthday today.
Trey McBride's birthday on the what is today? The 22nd. 22nd for Trey McBride. All right. We just saw Jersey pulled. We just saw Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare, pulled. But the photoed headliners are largely intact. Only Phil Simms is not available in the jerseys for the photoed headliners. Every other photoed headliner is available. When we talk about the secondary headliners, we got Frank Gore, Travis Etienne, and Anquan Bolden in the secondary headliners for the jerseys. And that Rondé Barber is a stat jersey. So I know why James was excited to potentially be in the NFC South to land that Rondé Barber, which is a stat jersey on the jersey headliner series. But plenty of good stuff in here. Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb, Dan Marino. I know Ashley was asking about that earlier. Antonio Gates, who was just overtaken by Keenan Allen for the Chargers all-time receptions leader. And Keenan Allen, if he keeps playing, will probably end up being the all-time franchise yards leader as well for the Chargers, overtaking Antonio Gates. Warren Moon on that nice Oilers jersey, and Jerome Bettis on the Steelers jersey. Those are all the photoed headliners. Only Phil Simms has been pulled. All the other photo headliners are available.
Yeah, and speaking of Keenan Allen, shout out to our guy K.A. He's been a long time, and I mean long time regular back in the day. So nice little quick tidbit here about Ultimate Autographs. So in the time that our break room manager, everybody knows and loves Common and Chef here, he was telling me the other day actually that just goes to show how, and again, Keenan Allen, Chinmay, I think you and I can both agree, the day that he hangs up his cleats, he's going to be a Hall of Famer without a doubt. But that used to be like one of our prized headliners that we used to have here when we first, started off doing live break rooms about 4 or 5 years ago. Keenan Allen was consistently a top headliner. It was actually a situation with Common where he actually had a series where we got so many Keenan Allen autographs, and he actually pulled 9 consecutive, not over an entire show, but 9 consecutive Keenan Allen Lunars. So when we ended up pulling the Keenan Allen from this vault, actually, in this vault series on the Speed Flex, he said that he got like Vietnam flashbacks from seeing Keenan Allen because he saw him pop up so much on a particular night that it's just like he felt like he couldn't avoid him.
A nice little throwback for Keenan Allen there.
Yeah, seriously. Joshua Bateman and Ashley Roberson both jumping in. Ashley, of course, it's the weekend, right? So she's got to join in on some weekend fun, and she's doing so in the Weekend Warrior Series. Chinmay down to 6. And then Josh jumping into the jersey and the mini.
Very cool. I want to show you guys all this Jim Brown, because this Jim Brown is still available in that high roller. Jim Brown and Randy Moss still available, but no video for the Randy Moss because he's surprisingly not a photoed headliner. Randy Moss is not a photoed headliner in the high roller. Just tells you how good this high roller series is. Jim Brown, though, is and always will be photoed headliner material. You got this Cleveland skyline there. You got the Jim Brown auto is on the side, actually, of the Speed Flex. But a little bit of the skyline action here. It's hard to tell, actually. It might be more drip than skyline. I initially thought it was skyline, but it might actually be more drip.
Yeah, I think it is more drip, yeah.
It's very symmetrical, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, that goes to show how great our painters are for these custom Speed Flex designs. I've never seen a drip Speed Flex on a Jim Brown before.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Joshua Bateman saying he's going to get these minis and jerseys moving, even the Weekend Warriors. See if he can send some smelly Dolphin gear Ashley's way.
Is that how they refer to Dolphins merch down in the Sunshine State? Be like, hey, are you wearing your smelly gear to the game on Sunday? Yeah, Hard Rock Cafe. Yeah, Hard Rock Cafe, Hard Rock Stadium.
Hard Rock Stadium. We'll have to ask.
Hard Rock Cafe.
We'll have to ask Rip. We'll have to ask Rip if that's the reference. Yeah,
Our resident Dolphins.
Rip will be in
diehard.
later today. We'll have to ask him if that is how they refer to all the Dolphins gear. So what are we going into next? I also don't want to remiss the headliner package that was bought into. I believe it was by Richard on the headliner package. So Richard, if you are in the room,
correct,
let us know. Ricardo Garcia, if you're in the room, let us know. We will gladly have that headliner package for you opened up here on the show. If you don't want it opened up, we can just send it to you. So let us know, what you're thinking here. If you want it open live on the air, we can do that. Otherwise, we can just have it, bagged and tagged and send it on over to you.
Don't want to spoil any surprises there potentially for you, Rich. So yeah, feel free to let us know. And speaking of letting us know, we're youngins. Did you know that? According to Bob Boulay. It doesn't feel like it on my end, but I guess we are youngins indeed. So,
okay.
But that does not surprise me in the least bit. I mean, obviously 3 of the most prominent names in sports history behind Ruth MJ and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
So I know that Jim Brown at Syracuse, I mean, talking about a do-it-all athlete, I know that Bob has mentioned before, at least I've seen it. I don't know if you have, but talking about just his prowess at Syracuse from basketball to track and field, talk about an all-world athlete. I think he competed in the Olympics as well, I believe, in Jim Brown. I could be wrong on that, if you want to verify that for me. But yeah, I mean, one of the greatest athletes, not just in football, but really in pro sports history.
So Jim Brown, I don't see an Olympic competition here. He was a star on the track and field. In the track and field arena, he was a star for sure. Bob Boulay is saying voted the greatest living lacrosse player.
Wow. I mean, that makes sense.
And it makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. Jim Brown qualified for the 1956 Olympics as a DECA athlete, but did not compete.
Okay.
Choosing to instead focus on his football career at Syracuse. He was an exceptional multi-sport athlete, as Bob mentioned, who played lacrosse, basketball, and ran track.
Yeah, not a bad situation to be in. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play football, or I'm gonna run in the Olympics. Kind of like your guy Kyler Murray. He had to decide between baseball and football.
And right now, it looks like he made the wrong choice.
No, I don't know about that, dude. You think about, because we've talked about this before. Like, if he had gone the baseball route, and he was a top 5 pick would have been a top 5 pick in the draft. I believe he was
10th overall by Oakland.
Okay.
I believe.
That was because of the questions about whether he would play football or baseball.
5 and 10 in baseball is so different from football and NBA drafts. It's all subjective.
Okay.
When it comes to baseball drafts.
I'm saying, had he committed to baseball, I think he would have gone higher than 10. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
The question was whether he was going to do the football or the baseball. So he was an exceptional baseball player, but it takes 2 or 3 years for a baseball player to actually get to the big leagues once they go through kind of the minor league AAA system. It usually takes 2 years at least for them to get up to the big leagues. Then you take another 2 or 3 years to get into arbitration, land that first contract, to get that guaranteed money. Kyler Murray went number 1 overall in the NFL and then landed the big contract with the Cardinals. So he's doing pretty fine in terms of the finances. Now, his performance has been on and off. Questions about whether Kyler Murray will still be in Arizona next season. But as far as the choice goes, I still believe that Kyler Murray did make the right decision.
Oh, 1,000%.
Because financially, I think it still paid off for him.
1,000%. You mentioned on that rookie contract alone. I mean, he signed a 4-year, $35 million contract, which obviously, not including that minuscule $23 million signing bonus as well for that contract for the Cardinals. And again, offensive rookie of the year, reigning Heisman Trophy winner coming out of Oklahoma. So again, I think the decision was pretty much laid out for Kyler. And again, it's a much more arduous journey going from the the minor leagues in baseball to getting to the pros. And again, we see a lot of 1-1 picks. We even see in baseball history the legend of 1-1 picks and the lack of them that are in the Hall of Fame, right? So it's very, very hard for top overall picks. And even not saying Kyler would have gone 1-1 in this particular draft class, but again, would have been a much, much longer road. And saying it that if he did end up signing with Oakland wouldn't have paid him, even after his rookie. Even if he would have ended up becoming a promising player.
What we know about the Athletics, they probably weren't gonna pay him that big contract anyway.
And I'm sure that I don't think it wasn't just the money part of it, which obviously was the number one factor. Let's not kid ourselves into thinking that it wasn't. But I also do think that Kyler just athletically made the right choice by committing to play football. Because again, you're a Heisman Trophy winner for, one of the most prestigious, football programs in the country. So it's like, I think he made the obvious right choice. So
no, absolutely. We're 3 to go in that 1-in-4 single box. That is 3 to go. We're 7 to go in the minis, 6 to go in the jerseys. The vault is still not moving, but we've got 4 to go. That quad. Is that quad the only half and half up?
It is. So because that has had just a tiny bit of movement, at least since I've been here yesterday. So I think one spot has gotten in there. Let me see what we have, like you said. So we have 4 spots available. So we have Walter McCauley, Sean Canaveri, Vincent Lodato, and Brent Hatch that are in those spots. So it's difficult because if we had all 4 of those guys in here at the same time, we could be like, hey, guys, would you want to, move those quad spots into something else so we can end up maybe getting a break out of it? Because there are only 4 boxes left.
Right.
Now, here's the other half of the equation too, right? If we do end up doing that quad and those 4 spots do get filled up, that entire series clears out with that one break.
Right.
So it's kind of like, and then we'll see what happens with the Sterling Sharp, because the Sterling Sharp would obviously be guaranteed in a quad break.
Right.
So, it depends what the people want to do. And what
All right,
they prefer.
I'm just making sure that we have the right series up here.
Yes, we do.
6 to go in that Weekend Warrior single. So that Weekend Warrior single also moving as well. So where do you guys want to go to next? And I'll do because it's Trey McBride's birthday, and because Rob is a Cardinals fan and a Trey McBride guy. So it's Trey McBride's 26th birthday.
Wahoo!
So in the minis, whoever ends up winning the Trey McBride will give you a $26 store credit.
I'm sure Trey would appreciate that. I definitely do. I love me some Trey McBride, man. Really, he's been the heart and soul of this Cardinals team, man. He has been really the lone bright spot in a team that has been so decimated by injuries all year. Now, look, Jacoby Brissett's done a very nice job filling in for an injured Kyler Murray. The passing offense has obviously looked much better with Brissett under center. There's no denying that. But I would argue and say that McBride is the best pass-catching tight end in all of football. So
yeah, it's tough to argue.
Not only are you getting him on a mini for just a $52 value, but you're also getting them on those new rivalry series. So not every team as of yet has a rivalry helmet that has come out that has been released as of yet. So the Cardinals were one of the first. I think they were the first team this year that debuted those rivalry jerseys of theirs. And on the lid in particular, it has what's supposed to emulate, some grainy sand down at the bottom, obviously.
For the desert.
So very, very nice.
Yeah, so we'll try to get that McBride out there. So not only are you getting one of the best tight ends in the league, if not the best tight end in the league, as well as getting him on a rivalry helmet, a new rivalry mini, we'll also throw some gift card money your way in honor of Trey McBride's birthday. He's turning 26, or he has turned 26 today. So we'll throw a $26 store credit.
So you're saying that Trey McBride needs to get added to the Chase Wheel Spin?
Yes. That's what. But this will be a guaranteed number of the Chase Wheel. It won't even be a wheel spin.
Sure.
It'll just be a guaranteed number there.
But we on the bright side, though, I mean, we are in a good position though. Going forward with this, one thing I do want to check though. I think okay, perfect. So we are at 3 spots, guys. So not only is it 4 spots in that quad for the half and half, but we're at 3 spots in that high roller, as you mentioned, with the Jim Brown and the Randy Moss. So very rarely here at Ultimate Autographs are you ever going to see a guy of Randy Moss's caliber ever as a secondary headliner. That's how great this series is overall. And the biggest thing that I like about the high roller is the triple box aspect.
Yeah.
Of it. We don't have a series here at Ultimate Autographs. Obviously, you guys see our standard single, double, and sometimes quad, depending on the series that we have. But you never see a triple box, which is
it's very
cool.
interesting. Yeah, we are 3 to go in that high roller, and as we mentioned, that Jim Brown is one of the headliners in that 3 boxes. But then in the other 3 boxes, one of those will be Randy Moss. So where are we going to next? The jerseys and the minis look like they are seeing the most. Jerseys 5 to go. And it looks like most of the headliners are intact in the jerseys. So that looks like where we'll be headed shortly here.
And Bob. The best thing for Trey McBride is to never have Kyler Murray throwing to him ever again. Yeah, it's been it's a shame because Kyler really is the reason why I became a Cardinals fan. So, it's very, very tough. Obviously, his first couple of years, he was one of the most explosive quarterbacks in the league, one of the most entertaining guys to watch any given Sunday. Again, my opinion. I'm sure that's very disagreeable with some of you. Now, he also helped me win a fantasy league, so again, biased in that. However,
that helps.
However, I do think, and here's an interesting question since we're on the topic, right? I think it's becoming, let's just say that the picture is becoming very clear, Chinmay, in Arizona, what they're going to do next season. Now, here's the thing. We all know that Jacoby Brissett is not a long-term solution at the quarterback position. However, I don't think Kyler Murray is either for Arizona. I haven't given up faith on Kyler yet, but I think with how Brissett has played, the writing is on the wall for him. So where could you possibly see Kyler going next year? Because I see him, unfortunately, and I don't think, because of course he's going into a contract year with all of these injuries on top of that, he's going to be in a Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield position, unfortunately, like I see how they played things out in Carolina. I hate to do this because he's a vastly more talented quarterback than this guy, and I mean vastly more talented than in Justin Fields. Unfortunately, I think he's going to be competing for his football life next season. Is there a team that you can think of off the top of your head that you think he could start for in week 1?
Yeah, I think the Jets are certainly a possibility.
Oh, God.
The Jets will be in the quarterback market. I think the Raiders are going to be in the quarterback market as well.
God, that Geno contract.
So I think Las Vegas and New York, definitely possibilities for Kyler. Big Mike is saying, come to Minnesota where they fix all the quarterbacks. I think Minnesota is set at quarterback with J.J. McCarthy. I think they're pretty adamant that they're going to go that route. I know that the Saints just drafted Tyler Shuck, but I believe Kyler Murray could be in New Orleans next season. New Orleans needs a quarterback.
Out of curiosity, just on that point really quick, just to see Kyler Murray. Yeah. So Kai's 28 years old. So he's only 3 years older than Tyler Shuck. I just know because Shuck was a 5-year college quarterback, I think. So
yeah, I mean, depending on how Shadur Sanders performs this weekend and beyond, the Cleveland Browns could be in the market for a quarterback as well with Kyler Murray. So
it's a good pick.
Plenty of options for Kyler. The Steelers will be in the quarterback market because Rodgers is likely going to call it quits at the end of the season. So the Steelers also a possibility for Kyler as well, in my opinion. We could see, even the Dolphins make a move with McDaniel and Tua.
Yeah.
And that could, Kyler could be a possibility there as well. Bob Boulay saying, I don't see Kyler Murray being some team's franchise QB ever again. That's an interesting one because of his age. And we've seen the ability before. So that's the whole thing. That's an interesting one. Scooter wants Fields back on the Steelers. I don't know about that. I don't know if anyone wants Justin Fields right now.
Unless you like turnovers and pain, then maybe that's something that you're into for Justin Fields.
Too one-dimensional.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, look, if you could run out of Wildcat every other snap for Justin Fields, that'd be great if it was in a college setting. But, some guys just don't translate from the college level. And Chinmay, going on your point, there's definitely a team name that you just dropped in there, my friend, that I think is a nice fit for Kyler. But Bob, just going back on your point really quick, again, I agree with Chinmay. I think that the age thing at just age 28, and again, an injury season for him, there are clear deficiencies that Kyler has in his game. However, I think he is still better than a third of the starting quarterbacks that are currently across the National Football League, and I don't think that's disputable. He has led 2 top 10 offenses in points on a points per game basis at one point in time in Arizona. So we have seen it before with him being able to do that. So again, I think wherever he ends up landing next year is going to be his final chance. I will say that.
Okay, yeah, I think that's very fair. I just want to highlight. I want to highlight this rep series, only because there's only one box left in this hard count rep series.
Yep.
Seven spots to go in this break, and it is the Earl Campbell. We know what the rep is going to be. It is that Earl Campbell. $51 a spot. $51 for your chance to win Earl Campbell replica helmet. It does have Hall of Fame 91 inscription on there as well. And once we clear out that Earl Campbell, we will have a brand new series. It'll be the college series, which is always fun here at UA, especially on a college football Saturday.
It's a Saturday, yeah.
So definitely get this rep series out of the way. Competing for that Earl Campbell, $51 a spot. And because there's only one box left, let's make it one more Chase wheel spin. Let's go with one more wheel spin. So for everyone that closes out the reps, we will, or for everyone that's in that rep series that closes out, we will do a wheel spin for you guys as well. So I'll add, I believe that's rep number 8. So rep number 8 will also be in the chase.
We're having a wheel of a time today, man.
We could have 3 wheel spins.
Yeah.
We could have 3 wheel spins.
This is this could be an
and
unprecedented moment.
I'm gonna drop that link in there for you guys as well. Drop that link in the chat. So rep number 8.
We could be having an unprecedented moment in UA history here, at least for the 2 months I've been here. Triple wheel spin, guys. This is why you wake up. We love our early birds here in the break room. You know, we want to be able to put as many fixins on your plate as possible. So, again, and the reason why we're doing this, and on top,
we also want to see the new series.
We want to see the
right?
new series, and again, it's only apropos, as you mentioned. It's college. You know, it's college game day Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it would only make sense for us to drop this series on a Saturday. Another thing as well, guys, is that Weekend Warrior series as well. You know, that's been I would say, because this is only the second Weekend Warrior series that we've done, it's been a smashing success so far.
Been very solid.
It's been very, very fun. We love our mixers here. We know that you guys do as well, hence why we end up bringing them back. So the quicker you clear them out, the faster we bring them back in.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah, I see we're 4 to go in the jerseys, so jerseys should definitely be happening. We're 5 to go in the minis, so we should definitely be able to do another jersey break, another mini break, and hopefully in that time we can start chipping away at this rep. Again, you're competing for that Earl Campbell, and then we can jump into that new college series. Big Mike is saying Chinmay comes in and offers all the company money. Love it. I'm just giving you guys an opportunity to get some cash back to jump back into the breaks for the new series, right? So we get the Earl Campbell out of the way. You guys get the wheel spin. Now you have some credit to jump into the new series with the new headliners, because we've pretty much exhausted the headliners here. So it's not really fair to you guys to have to pony up for the non-headliners.
Yeah.
And then someone else can come in later on in the day
100%.
and get the headliners. That doesn't really seem fair. So we give you guys a little bit of incentive to get into the series now, and then give you that credit so that you can jump back in later when the new headliners are in there, along with the other people who are waiting for these boxes to go.
Yeah, definitely. And Mike, there's a reason why Chinmay is only working weekends. It's because that's the reason why the bosses are not here during the weekends. So we're allowed to get away with doing just about anything we want here at UA. But in all seriousness,
there are some limits.
There are
some limits to what we can do.
Where
I'm not going to test them.
Our big blinds are not that big.
Yeah,
so
I'm not going to test. I'm not going to test the limits as much. But yeah, there's a little bit more leeway here. And yeah, I'm not here every day. So if I was here every day, there would be a problem with me doing all these wheel spins.
Well, so far, you know, the wheel spin definitely talks. It's talking to Alfredo and Michael right now. They just each got a single spot in those reps. So thank you guys so very much for doing that. And that's what we want to do. We want to be able to spoil you guys with as many options as possible. And on top of that as well, one thing that we have noticed, a little, you know, tricks of the trade here, is that when we have so many series kind of scattered throughout and we don't have as many headliners as we would like, it kind of leaves you guys stuck in a situation where, you know, we have all these series to play in, which is great, but if you don't have the options that you're looking for,
right,
you know, it kind of leaves you feeling a little empty on the inside. So that's why we want to be able to give back to you, the people, as much as we can here. So
yeah, mostly we just want to be able to jump into me personally, I just want to be able to jump into the college series. That's my thing. I love the college series here. It's probably one of my favorite series in Ultimate Autographs. Definitely love seeing what comes out of the college, especially the and more section. The and more section of the college, probably the best and more section of any UA series that we have out there.
100%.
Bob Boulay saying he's saving that $75 credit for the OGs tonight. No harm in that, Bob. It's your credit to spend, so do with it as you please. Yeah, we're still 8 to go. We're still 8 to go in that vault double. So that, by the way, for anyone who's confused about how these wheel spins will work, So we'll do one wheel spin for each different group. So everyone who jumps in that vault double, if the vault double closes out, everyone who jumps in that vault double, there will be a wheel spin for just those people.
Yeah.
Anyone who closes out this number 8 rep, the Earl Campbell, we're going for the Earl Campbell here. Anyone who closes that out will have their own wheel spin. So we will be jumping in to we will do different wheel spins for different folks. Now you can get into both series and potentially have 2 wheel spins for yourself. It's gonna be, some crazy randomization, but I've seen it happen before. And then of course the 1 in 4, anyone in the 1 in 4 will do a wheel spin for them as well. So yeah, we could have 3 wheel spins potentially at the end of this show.
Yeah, and I know that we're going to. The way I definitely know that we're going to. So
all right.
With the way that this is moving right now. So all right, I'm doing my part. I'm in the rep and the weekend warrior. She definitely is. Ashley and the Batman also joining Michael and Alfredo.
Yeah.
To bring that down to 3, Chinmay.
I see 3 to go in the reps, and I do see 4 to go in that weekend warrior single.
I got $75 in the Ori credit, and I'm saving it for the 2 OGs tonight.
Yep.
Our guy, Mr. Aguilar. So, Uncle Joe, as we like to call him. We love Ankir here at UA. So, man, he kicked some serious ass last Saturday. It's on for 6 hours.
Yeah.
He was on from 6 to midnight. So, Joe, I don't know how he does it, man. I really don't know how he does it. Especially like Bob, obviously, I know that you're a New York Rangers fanatic. I know that Joe is a big time hockey guy as well. So when we had that hockey mixer series in here, he
all
was
the hockey masks.
He was
out on the table.
He reverted back to his youth for a few hours. He was extremely excited about that. So, which by the way, believe me, as much as I do have insider information here, I do not know if we have any hockey series returning in the immediate. We just did have Brett Hull in studio, so hopefully we do. But hockey series, man, here are very, very popular. We got some.
There will be a hockey series.
Fans.
There will definitely be a hockey series. In the 1 in 4 mixer, we have obviously that Messier licensed jersey is still available.
Yep.
There will be some and more stuff for the hockey. The Brett Hull plus Oates is also available in the secondary headliners. So there's still some hockey like in and about. When we get to the Stanley Cup playoffs, there will be hockey.
Oh, 100%.
There will be a lot of hockey when
100%.
we do the Stanley Cup playoffs. There'll definitely be some specialty series there centered around stuff on the ice. We haven't really seen any hockey sticks. So that could be something that we could look into.
Maybe some hockey pads.
Yeah, hockey. Well, we have the masks. We have the helmets. I haven't seen hockey pucks either.
Yeah, pucks. I would expect that to.
Pucks could be interesting.
Yeah.
I believe I told you this last weekend, but the best item for hockey that I've seen, it was a mini Zamboni with a Brent Burns statue. And Brent Burns had signed the Zamboni on the mini. So it was like a Funko Pop almost, but not quite. It was a Zamboni. And then Brent Burns had signed. Yeah, sticks are hard to ship. I agree with you there. Jersey Slime sticks are hard to package.
The thing that always just blows my mind about, and look, I'm far from being a historian on hockey, such as our own resident and historian in Bob Boulay, but the thing that always blows my mind about hockey athletes is just their cardio and their endurance for how long their careers are. Now, obviously, them playing in about a minute to a minute and a half stints out on the ice for multiple times a game. It's the longevity of their careers. I mean, you look at guys like Teemu Selanne, Jaromir Jagr, guys that have played, Chris Chelios, guys that have played 25 plus years in some instances. Mark Messier, who's on that licensed jersey, played 20 plus years in the NHL. So it's crazy to me, man.
We're getting close to the 2-decade mark for Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin.
Yeah. I mean, an inseparable duo out in PA. So, man, I remember Crosby's hype, man. When we were younger, Crosby's hype was ridiculous.
Ovechkin will be close too, as well. To 2 decades,
as he just created his own club not too long ago, the 900 goal club. So, and I'm glad that he was getting his just dues because again, again, if we're calling a spade here, we like to be some early morning truthers. Hockey, unfortunately, unless it's playoff time, doesn't get the national publicity that it deserves. So it was good to see, because I was doing some grocery shopping a couple weeks ago, a few days after that he got into the 900 club, and he was on like Times Magazine, he was on People Magazine, and they did like their own covers and features for Ovechkin doing that. So it was really, really nice to see Ovi getting the the grade 8 to get some get the respect that he deserves.
Yeah, for a long time, Ovechkin, the whole knock on it was he ever going to win that Stanley Cup championship? Was he ever going to win that title? And finally, obviously, it did happen against the Golden Knights, the expansion franchise. And Vegas fans might not have been happy, but let me tell you, the Vegas books were very happy that the Capitals ended up winning that series. That was the biggest liability for sportsbooks in the history of gambling.
Yeah, 100%. I can understand why. Bob saying out of the 4 sports, hockey is the best in person. Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah,
I think baseball is number 1 for me in person, just because I don't watch baseball on TV as much until we get to the postseason. Hockey, I like in person. I like baseball a little bit more, but
I agree.
I think hockey's number 2.
I agree. I was gonna go baseball 1, hockey 2. And then basketball and football, to me, it depends on where you're actually watching the game from. Now, for basketball, if you sit up and let's say, for example, let's use the United Center because that's closer to home for us.
Sure.
If you're sitting in the section 300 level, but you're sitting at a view where you're basically at mid-court, but you're in section 300, still good seats. But if you're at Soldier Field, for example, not as fun being close to the action. But if you're closer to the action in football, I think that's better than it is in basketball. So, and as great as I love watching
seating
basketball,
matters,
seating 100% matters, but I think football and basketball, I think, are, to me, a more distant third and fourth.
Ty Percival saying good morning, everybody. And Ty Percival, no shocker.
What's going on?
Saying baseball for sure.
Well, coming out, getting
affiliation there.
Getting a view from the bullpen for 15 years out in Anaheim. Yeah, I'm sure he's got no bias in that. Mr. Walter is going on. So he's saying you should do a chase wheel spin for every series you close out this morning.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me with a good time. Don't tempt me with a good time. It'll be. I joked with Rip last week because Rip had been saying he was spinning like 90s and 100s consistently.
He does that.
I joked with him that would be his last wheel spin if he spun another 100. I think 3 is my threshold. If I offered another wheel spin, it'll be the last wheel spin that I offered.
Yeah, HR would be would be knocking on the door.
Hey,
I'd be like Melissa.
Stop doing that.
What are you doing here on a Saturday? Yeah, I'd be like she'd give like Chinmay like my office. Yeah, Fugi. Let me know in the chat because he in a jersey series yesterday. I think he got like an $87 wheel spin yesterday, but then it was a double wheel spin as well, and I gave away, I think it was like a 93. So yeah, and it wasn't like and it wasn't one of our busiest afternoon shows, so it was like, oh man, I was like, I'm definitely gonna be in the red after this show. So but yeah, we love spoiling you guys as much as possible, as much as we joke around with it. Pay to play.
He still has it. He
still has the $87 credit.
Yeah.
Awesome, buddies. So but the name of the game is pay to play, right? So we reward you guys like you guys are earning the right to have an opportunity to get your buy-ins back. So
2 spots left in that rep series. And by the way, it's not just any rep. It is Earl Campbell on the Oilers with the Hall of Fame inscription. So certainly plenty of value there on top of that wheel spin opportunity for that rep series. In that last box, it is the Earl Campbell. So So how we'll do that, we'll open the box, show off the Earl Campbell, then do the randomization to put you guys in the divisions because it is only that one box. 4 to go in that Weekend Warrior series again. Devon Achane, the last headliner left, but there are still 2 other options there in that Weekend Warrior single. So we will see how it plays out there with the Weekend Warrior. 4 spots to go in that jerseys. All the photoed headliners available in that jersey series, except for Phil Simms. Phil Simms, the only photoed headliner that is gone in that jersey series. And then, of course, the minis, 5 to go. Those are our closest breaks if we don't count the 1 in 4, because the 1 in 4, only 4 spots in every break. So those are the closest to closing. But, let's see a break happen here, guys. keep it moving. Keep those orders coming through. We are about an hour. Yeah, we're just clocking in on 1 hour in this 9 a.m. show. We have had a jersey break. Christian Okoye coming out of that jersey box. So let's get some other breaks going here and get into that new college series. So once that Earl Campbell rep goes, we will drop the new college series.
Yeah, and I know that's going to be your. That's your forte, man. That's right in your wheelhouse. So, it's going to be a very exciting thing for you. That's the. I'm sure it's the same way that I felt when it came to whenever we had our baseball mixer and our basketball mixers that dropped. So, we all have our own personal preferences that we get excited for here at UA. But the thing is about college, for myself, and the same thing, with some older NFL items that we get. We get a lot of obviously older NFL items.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways here at Ultimate Autographs, besides it being getting sports memorabilia at a fraction of the cost, it's also a history lesson sometimes and some great talking points as well.
Yeah.
For some of the items that we do get in this series. So, for example, like Jim Brown. I've learned so much more about Jim Brown and Earl Campbell than I ever knew prior to working here.
Sure.
So it's just one of the many benefits of being here at Ultimate Autograph. So we're not always necessarily the quote-unquote teachers. A lot of the teachers come from the comment section looking at you, Jersey Slime. So, but yeah, it's just a fun thing to note there. But as you mentioned, Chinmay, just a quick inventory update for you guys there at home. So everybody's been shipping in to the
nice to see people getting active here on this Saturday morning.
Absolutely. And one thing that I would recommend for you guys to get into, again, if it was my first time playing it here in the break room, I would definitely like to take a look at that 1 in 4 mixer, just because you do have an 8 in 14 chance of landing yourself a headliner. And as Chinmay, as you mentioned earlier, we have it in a 4-spot division break, right? So naturally, even if you get 1 spot and let's say a single break, instead of it being about a 12.5 to 13% chance as it would be in a 1 in 8, you automatically double your chances by getting in the 1 in 4, getting it a 25% chance, saying if you only get that 1 spot, right? So your chances automatically increase. But then on top of that as well, the level of variety. If you're a multi-sport fan like Chinmay and I both are, you got, as he's mentioned, the Mark Messier licensed jersey, the updated Larry Bird LOB with it's got a bigger base at the bottom, according to Robbie Lopez. It's got a much wider base at the bottom of the LOB, which, by the way, one of my favorite items that I've seen here at UA. I saw that on a Paul Pierce and a Magic Johnson for both of those. So,
okay.
Larry Bird, obviously, he's got the Celtic green signature on there. Very, very cool. Steve Young, the best southpaw thrower of the pigskin of all time in NFL history. Only quarterback in Super Bowl history to throw for 6 touchdowns in a Super Bowl game.
We don't have a video for the Steve Young, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, we only have it in the high roller for his Buccaneers one. So, but I guess you guys will have to pull it out to see how great it is. Obviously, far surpasses the buy-in value for the series. And then the secondary headliners, I would definitely argue, are just as good as the ones in the photo. Troy Aikman, the quarterback, 3-time Super Bowl champion. In my opinion, one of the best right-handed hitters in the history of baseball. Frank Thomas. Absolutely no bias in that, but it's also just the truth. Back-to-back MVPs in 93, 94. Speaking of a former MVP, Allen Iverson in 2001. The Brett Hull and Adam Oates jersey combo there. Nice little play on of words with Kurt Warner, another former MVP. So we have literally multiple-time MVPs, former MVPs across all different sports, littered in the secondary headliners. So
I think the best thing about the 1 in 4 for the photoed headliners, at least, is that there's one photoed headliner available in every sport. You have the Steve Young available in the football, you have Mark Messier available in the hockey, and you have Larry Bird available on the Larry O'Brien Trophy in the basketball section.
Well, it is the weekend, right? And Brent Hatch is living it up. So he's getting 2 spots in that Weekend Warrior series. So not only is the reps down to 2, but the Weekend Warrior is
also
as well
down to 2 in that Weekend Warrior single. Yeah, so we should definitely be able to get one of those boxes out of the way as well.
1 in 3 chance of getting that Devon Achane. And Brent said, you know what? Screw this. I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'm going to close this out myself. He's like, well, you know how the old saying goes. If you want something right, you got to do it Brent's way. Something like that. So Weekend Warrior number 12, Chinmay getting ready to get that bad boy going. So guys, don't think that we forgot. I certainly didn't, because Chinmay, I took a picture of of that nice little post-it note and of our spread picks last week. And, some call it predictions. I call it eventual facts because I finally had my first 3-0 weeks. So I'm looking forward to talking about that. I'm sure that you wanted to glaze over that, my friend, but we can figure out a time to do that at some point today.
No, we'll definitely talk about it. I'm not shying away from making poor picks. I've never shied away from doing that.
The thing is that I make great hypothetical picks, but when it comes to putting pen to paper, that's when everything goes to what. So getting that Weekend Warrior ready for you. So I was actually, you mentioned it at the top of the show. I forgot what you said particularly, but you mentioned alongside you were saying something coy about making picks or something. So I was just checking to see if I took a picture of the one from last week. I was like, oh, it actually was a pretty good week. So
yeah.
But speaking of having a pretty good week, give me your thoughts really quick on that Packers 27-20 victory over the G-Men.
Yeah, certainly a good to have a win. There's no such thing as a bad W in the National Football League.
That's true.
If you do not show up to play, you will lose. You will lose games, no matter who you're playing against. The reality for the Packers is that no matter how much talent they seem to have, they find a way to play exactly to the level of the competition. So against the bad teams, they have played very poorly.
Yeah.
Against the good teams, they have played very well. When you drop routine passes for most of the game on both sides of the ball, right? Not just receivers, but corners are also dropping interceptions. It's tough to win games. They made some great catches at the end of the last two drives.
Christian Watson.
Last two drives were phenomenal, right? Great catch by Christian Watson. Great interception at the end for the Packers to ultimately close that game out. But yeah, definitely a lot of things to improve on, and a tough matchup here against Minnesota. A good Minnesota team that has been inconsistent at times, but definitely has the talent to be very good. So it's definitely a possibility here for the Packers, or definitely an opportunity here for the Packers to show that they can still be a legitimate threat. Yeah, Weekend Warrior, it has been sold out. We're just getting that ready for you guys. We understand that the Weekend Warrior has been sold out. We're just getting those names ready for everybody, because that Weekend Warrior series is not done by division. It is done by different teams. Yep. So you got to make sure that all those teams are in order so that you can get into the right places. Yeah. Amanda Adams saying good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Amanda.
Morning, Amanda. How's it going? I know Amanda's been active this morning as well. I got to see which series she got into earlier. But we've had a lot of active people with us this morning. So love to see a lot of early birds join Chinmay and myself on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Guys, if you have not dropped a like, a subscription, or hit that notification bell, if you are not aware, we are live 7 days a week. And guess what, guys? We love to talk to you guys so much and talk about the best sports memorabilia in the business. We are actually live on Thanksgiving. So we're going to be figuring out what our Thanksgiving schedule is going to look like. I know for a fact that Robbie Lopez will be here. So if you're a fan of Robbie Lopez like I am, I know Robbie and I usually do our typical noon and 3 o'clock show on Thursdays, but Chinmay is going to be ready for in just a sec.
Yeah.
So he's going to be running that. I don't know how the schedule is going to look, but the rumor is, don't crucify me for this if this is wrong, but the word on the street is, Chinmay, we are going to have 2 shows on Thanksgiving, and we're going to have a specialty Thanksgiving and Black Friday series coming up. So please keep an eye out for that.
I only see 5 slots here.
Yeah, so let's see what's the last? I did not copy all of it. That's fine. What's the last?
Because of the way it's spaced and formatted, it does something weird.
It's all
so
good.
let's just insert those other ones manually. So
yeah, because there wasn't one pre-existing in the live break.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So
just so it'll be
because all these gaps in between. Yeah. I got you. But of course, I just got to make sure. Okay, so yeah, that's so funny. Okay, I got you. Sorry about the delay, guys, but you can't rush perfection over here. So let's see. Buccaneers, Islanders, and Wizards, Lions, Knights, and Bulls.
So I think the 5 that you have here are in order. So just move those up.
And it's just the last 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
We can get a box number, though, because I do have the names. So Weekend Warrior number 12 single, drop me a box number. So if you're in that Weekend Warrior, so Tobias, Ashley, Amanda, Alfredo, and Brent, if you are here and in that Weekend Warrior, go ahead and drop me a box number while we get this sorted out, because we do have the names, so we can at least get a box number for you guys. Box number 1. Amanda is saying box number 1. So that is what we will do here.
Amanda and Ashley most definitely playing for that Devon Achan, as I'm sure many of you are. But two Dolphins fans, I know Ashley is definitely a Dolphins fan. Amanda, I think you are as well, because I remember that day that our lovely regular in the doctor and Doc Rivers gifted Ashley that Ricky Williams Speed Flex. So I do remember that. Last one here, Chinman, then it'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
Which, speaking of gifts, by the way, 'tis the season. I've seen him buying us something this morning. I'm going to give him a shout out every time I'm on air, basically.
Yeah.
And it only makes sense because I'm clearing out the Vikings name here. Our guy, Michael Arias. Michael was kind enough to gift me a Jim McMahon.
Oh, very nice.
Mini rave. So very, very
Brent,
cool.
I see your 17, but not only is 17 not available, but Amanda had one before. So 17 is not available in the Weekend Warrior.
Fins up, baby. Fins up.
One is going to be gone now. So 20 and 21 will be the only ones that are available. So those are the names here. We'll get you guys in the randomizer. And we will randomize 8 times around. So here we go. So, Tobias, you've got the Rams, Raptors, and Seattle Kraken spot. Brent, you've got Bucks, Isles, and Wizards. Eagles, Mavs, Hornets, Jags. Bills, Cavs, Jets, Penguins, and Clippers, Lightning, Vikings, Lakers. Alfredo has got the Lions, Golden Knights, and Bulls spot. Ashley has got the Warriors, Blues, Dolphins, and Texans spot. And Amanda has the Nuggets, Stars, Bears, and Pred spot. So Ashley is in that Achan spot if Achan does come out here in box number 1. So box number 1 here. Let me get this. Yep, box number 1 here. Weekend Warrior Series. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Looks like it's going to be a mini.
Okay.
And Achan is still available in the minis as well. In the event that... yeah, this is not Devon Achan. This is not Devon Achan, unfortunately. But it is Jordan Addison.
Nice.
On the mini. Jordan Addison on the speed mini here. That is going to go to Brent Hatch.
Very cool.
Brent buying out the last 4 spots in that break. And he is going to be coming away with the Jordan Addison helmet here on the mini. Congratulations, Brent. Now, the good news for Ashley and Amanda is that HN is still available in that Weekend Warrior. Also available in that the minis for you guys. So that is still an option. But it's tough because Ashley was in that Dolphins spot.
Doesn't mean it can't happen again. We've seen that happen before.
Yep, we'll get this written up here for Brent.
Very nice. We're also going to have play action jersey number 7 coming up.
Cool.
Closed out very quickly. So on top of that, guys, as well, going to have a chase wheel spin though. So is that a part of the chase wheel spin for that series?
The Weekend Warrior?
Weekend Warrior? No, it's not. Oh, okay, my mistake. Thought it was. My apologies. We got so many up on the wheel today. I was like, might as well be. Let's see.
I think Toby Walter was hoping that it would be.
Yeah.
He was the one who was trying to push me to do just all series.
Well, Toby,
wheel spin for all series.
And Toby got me. Let's see. Also, we do have a. This could be something for us at the end of the show to do. I did just see Talia, first-time buyer. She came in with a personal.
Okay.
In the jerseys.
Yeah.
So, Talia, if you are out there listening to Chinmay and myself, feel free to let us know on the screen. Pick a number that you see under the jersey section of the ticker down at the bottom. Feel free to pick that number, and that's the jersey that we're going to be able to give to you today.
Yeah, we'll do because the break sold out first, we'll do the jersey break first.
Yep.
But after the jersey break, if you are in the room, Talia, let us know, and we can definitely knock out that jersey personal for you.
100%.
Those are the names in the jersey series. To jersey number 7. So jersey number 7. Let's put you guys in the randomizer. But before I do that, we'll ask for a box number. Jersey number 7. Drop me a box number. So if you're on the jersey break, Joshua Bateman, Tobias Walter, Amanda Adams, Joseph Silman, Brent Hatch, Ty Percival, and Eric Linnell. Ty Percival saying 21. 21 is available. So we will do box 21 here in the jersey series. Get this ticker updated. Cool. We will randomize 8 times around for you guys. Here we go. Joshua Bateman, you've got the NFC North. Make sure to get all the numbers there. Tobias Walter, you will be in the NFC South. Ty Percival is in the NFC East. Joshua Bateman again in the NFC West. Brent Hatch is in the AFC North. Joseph Silman is in the AFC South. Eric Linnell is in the AFC East. And Amanda Adams in the AFC West. Here we go. Box number 21. Box number 21 in the jerseys. Here we go. Oh, Rob, your email will be very helpful for Big Mike. He is got an Ozzie Guillen bat waiting for you.
Yeah, no, that's talk about a great Christmas gift. Yeah, no, for sure. No, Big Mike, give me a second there. I'm gonna give you a quick follow on Twitch there, Big Mike. So we can work that out really fast. So I'll drop you a follow your way. Just expect the next person to follow you is going to be me, and we can work something out.
All right. Box 21. Here we go in the jerseys. Well, it's crazy how the break room works.
Is that
We
so?
wanted a Dolphin the last time around. We got a Dolphin this time around.
Oh, man.
But unfortunately, Ashley's not in the break and Amanda's not in the right spot. It is Dan Marino on the
Dan the man.
teal Dolphins jersey. That is going to Eric Linnell in the AFC East. Dan Marino with the JSA cert on the teal Dolphins jersey. Great hit. Eric, Dan Marino, one of the headliners in the jersey series. Quickly write that up for our guy Eric.
One of the best to ever do it, man. One of the absolute best to ever do it. Dan the man Marino. Probably the best sophomore season a quarterback has ever had in the NFL. Not throwing Patrick Mahomes in there because he was not a starter his first year. But Dan Marino, what was that? A 48 touchdown season I think he had.
I believe it was the
one
touchdown
MVP.
record.
Yeah, the touchdown record.
It was a touchdown record that Dan Marino had.
48 tutties, pretty remarkable stuff. Helped the Dolphins to a 14-win record, led them to a Super Bowl, and unfortunately, due to team roster construction, never unfortunately came close. I would say going back to the Super Bowl after that. So one of the best to ever do it.
Certainly one of the best to ever do it. And I think Dan Marino was one of those players who he always felt like he could get back. Like when the Dolphins lost that Super Bowl, he always felt like, oh, it's early in my career.
Yep.
I'll be able to get back. And he never was able to get back. Just tells you, the opportunity, that Super Bowl opportunity doesn't come it doesn't come as often as you'd expect it to. Not everyone can be the Chiefs. Not everyone can be Tom Brady. So when you're at the Super Bowl, got to take advantage when you get that chance.
Well, there's also an incredible amount of luck too, right? Like, I mean, the same sentiment is set for your former quarterback in Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
When he won one at
early in his career.
Early in his career at age 27, and we were kind of expecting at least Green Bay to make it back at least one time in the Rodgers era, and for one reason or another, bad defenses. But other than that, it's been. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't see him on the big stage one more time.
It's very funny because Brett Favre followed a similar trajectory to Rodgers, right? Won early in his career, and never quite was able to get that second title. He did make it back to the Super Bowl and lost the following year after they won, but very similar to Rodgers. And we'll see if Jordan Love is able to sort of complete the trifecta there with the Super Bowl championships early in his career. Amanda looking to potentially do a trade because Eric is saying that is his second Merino that he's gotten. So he's already gotten one Merino.
Okay.
So maybe he's willing to deal another one. That Bob guy 9778 saying morning, folks. Morning, Bob.
Mr. Nowak, what's going on, brother? From one Robert to another, what's going on, my man? So Ty saying, well, Rob, Talon missed with this one. Sorry, little man. So that was really, really cool to see. I'd say about maybe a month ago or so, Ty. I was like, oh, there's a talent perch of them. Like, they're multiplying. And, he gave his son a nice little username, popped in. And, it's the first time that he was in. He ironically won a guy that's actually in this 1-4 mixers, an Adam Oates jersey.
Okay.
It was an awesome throwback sweater, man. Very, very cool. It had the old school Capitals where it had the eagle on each shoulder. It was like the black and that gold sweater is very, very nice. Good looking jersey. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I bet it was. I was very, I was very excited to be a part of that. So my fellow Robert, what's going on, my man? Good to see you. So let's close out that rep. One left.
One spot to go in that rep. Again, Earl Campbell, the last rep helmet there. Earl Campbell on that Oilers helmet with the Hall of Fame inscription. Earl Campbell on that last rep. One spot to go, and everyone who is in that break will get an opportunity at the Chase Wheel Spin when we do close that out. Eric saying he's got to get back to work, but thanks for the win. Dolphin fans email him because, as he mentioned, that is his second Marino jersey. So he's already got one, so he's willing to make a trade with this one. Shelly saying good morning. Morning to Shelly. Shelly is
Go Tigers.
an LSU fan, and a lot of rumors swirling with LSU and Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss and what is going to happen with the hottest coaching candidate for some of these big jobs in the country. Ole Miss, there's expected to be an announcement after the Egg Bowl per the Ole Miss athletic director. Now, normally, when someone says something like that, normally it means that Lane will be staying. Lane Kiffin is his own person, though. Just when you think he's going to do something, he does something else. So I wouldn't put it past Lane Kiffin to jump all of a sudden after the Egg Bowl. But normally, when a school puts out a statement like that, and an AD puts out a statement like that, normally they have an extension lined up that they will announce after the rivalry game. So
is that your prediction, or you just think based off of what we've seen? And
that's my lean.
History has shown us.
That's my lean. That I don't think, because Ole Miss, barring a catastrophe in the Egg Bowl, is going to make the playoff. They're going to make the college football playoff, and you do not say that your coach is leaving right before you're going to go coach in the college football playoff.
Yeah, I agree.
So if announcement is coming after the Egg Bowl, my guess is that Lane will be staying. Shelly is saying no, Lane is coming to the Tigers. Okay, I like the optimism. I personally, if I was LSU and I saw that LSU had just, their governor, Louisiana governor, had allocated some ridiculous spending amount, something, I believe it was $90 million, even north of $90 million, with like a $25 million NIL, hard, like over the cap cash surplus or something. So they're definitely investing. I don't know if Lane is the guy, though, for LSU.
Yeah.
I don't know if Lane is the guy. I threw out a few weeks ago, I threw out Joe Brady as a potential option from the NFL ranks. Joe Brady is probably going to get looks for an NFL job, but if he doesn't get an NFL job, could be an option there for the Tigers.
I like it.
He was the quarterback's coach and the pass game coordinator when Joe Burrow just casually threw 60 touchdowns and won the national championship. So a pretty good track record there with one of your own. But yeah, I could see Lane. Lane is one of those wild cards where I really don't know what he's going to do. One school that did finalize a hire very quickly, James Franklin, the former Penn State coach, is headed to Blacksburg. Virginia Tech Hokies are getting James Franklin. And hey, I like that hire. I think James Franklin is going to do very well at Virginia Tech. They are potentially investing north of $200 million in that athletic department over the next 3 or 4 years. They're getting some big donations out there from the alums. And James Franklin, the Penn State tenure did not go as planned this season, but they have been phenomenal at Penn State.
Yeah.
If you don't remember, Penn State was a couple plays away from playing in the national title game last year.
Yeah.
So James Franklin has done phenomenal. This season, it hasn't been good, and the knock with the big games, that's always going to be there. But
is that why his departure was so shocking? Just because,
but in the ACC, Clemson is kind of trending down. Florida State kind of trending down. Miami, Mario Cristobal also has not won the big game many times. So Virginia Tech, they have a lot of great history, a lot of great tradition. They have a great Virginia pipeline of talent that Franklin has used at Penn State. They got great recruiting grounds in the Carolinas. So if Franklin can get the investment, because that's what it is now in college football, really. Yeah. It really is about the investment from the athletic department and the donors. It doesn't really matter where you are.
Got to get those boosts.
You got to get the transfer portal, and you got to get the NIL.
Yeah,
if you get that right, then the recruiting will naturally happen for you in your sort of regional battlegrounds. So yeah, I really like the hire. A lot of people saying they really like the hire as well. And Ty Percival has the the sports book pulled up for the spread picks.
The UA sports book. But I think Lane Kiffin, without a doubt, I think he's the number one guy He's the most wanted man in college football America right now. So, it's going to definitely change the land shift of, I don't want to say necessarily the balance of power, but like you said, when you get a prominent top recruited coach like that, that impacts the transfer portal, impacts the budgeting, and impacts the boosting and things like that. So, that's going to be a huge, huge thing to see if an extension kicks in with Ole Miss. So, that'll be something to definitely keep an eye on. So since we're on the topic, right, and we're going to transition from one thing to another here. By the way, guys, we do have a one to go in those
one
reps.
to go in that rep. Shelly is saying what's left in the rep. It is that Earl Campbell rep helmet. Earl Campbell is the rep helmet left here in that rep series. So that Earl Campbell that you see on the far left side of your screen with the Hall of Fame 91 inscription, that Earl Campbell is what you'll be playing for in that rep series. And we do have the opportunity to get into the Chase wheel spin as well on that rep. As you see, rep number 8 is part of the Chase wheel spin. So you jump in that break. Even if you don't win the Earl Campbell, you do have the opportunity to get the Chase wheel spin to win some gift card money. So that one spot there, a lot of closer magic potential with that one spot. Not only could you get that Earl Campbell, but you could also get yourself a Chase wheel spin.
Yep, and get ourselves a new series in the room as well. So.
And once that rep goes, we will open up the college series for you guys.
Yeah, and ironically, even though this has been a college-centric thing, our weekly spread picks do not have to do with college, because if they did, it would be an absolute boat race, and I would have been left in the dust long, long ago. And if you guys remember, if you've been with Chinmay and I every Saturday morning, that's how it was. But Chinmay was boat racing me the first couple of weeks, and I've been able to put some things together, and we still got a long ways to go.
We still got a long way to go. Yeah, we still have some games to pick.
Yeah,
the first couple weeks was good. It hasn't been so good the last couple weeks. For
the tide is starting to turn.
How the
turntables have turned. So Ty, brother, I'm just gonna let you know right now. Football on UA for some reason. I mean, so. We'll go into this right now, right? So I got it pulled up over here. So last week, Chinmay and myself, again, this is a classic, pennant, division, type chase that Chinmay and I are on. We've been neck and neck the last couple of weeks. The only reason why I'm up is because of our own little side Cardinals and Packers bonus spread pick that we had, which the Cardinals covered. You know what they say, good teams win, but great teams cover. That doesn't apply in real life, but it does in this break room. However, I had my first sweep, I believe since week 2 or 3 of spread picks this past week. So I had Denver plus 3.5 against Kansas City. Your Green Bay Packers covered on the nose against the Giants. They covered 7. We count pushes in here.
Pushes a cover.
Pushes a cover.
Yeah.
And then I had Seattle plus 3.5.
Yeah, you did.
Against the LA Rams, a game in which they that was a great game. They came down to the very end, a missed field goal, but again, regardless, did not impact the spread pick. And then you had I'm going to talk about this game first and get it out of the way. Chargers -3. Let's not talk about it. That was I'm telling you that the Jaguars are the Jekyll and Hyde of the NFL this year. You have absolutely no idea which way that pendulum is going to swing.
The two Jekyll and Hydes, the Chargers and the Jaguars.
Yeah, both. Yeah, seriously,
you really don't know what's going on.
And you got the best side of Jacksonville and the worst side of the Chargers. This past week, the Eagles. In what we kind of was expecting to be maybe possibly a slugfest, well, it turned out to be a snail fest, a snooze fest, if you will. And that was a -2.5, though. I think that was a 16-9 final that they ended up winning. So, and then Atlanta -3.5 against Carolina. Talk about a team that it seems like whenever Atlanta's one of those teams where, unless they play overseas, seems to be whenever you have them on one side, they end up flopping on the other.
Right.
So that seems to be one of those things. Now, Shelly said, okay, closed. Let's get to some college.
Reps are closed out.
Let's do it.
So we'll put all the names in the rep break, and then we'll actually open the Earl Campbell up and then do the randomization.
Yeah.
Just to get some suspense going. So let's get the Earl Campbell out here.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll have that ready for you. And then we're gonna have that the college series.
We'll drop the college series.
Yes, sir. As soon as we're done with this.
When we get done with this.
All right.
So yeah, box number 5 was the last box available in that rep series. So box number 5, and we will get that rep series out of here.
Thank you guys all so much for closing that out. So again, Chase wheel spin action there for the reps.
College college mixer. What's going on?
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna pull the. I was gonna say, what's the series sheet? What does that got?
Yeah, mixer series.
Mix-
Big man on campus mixer.
Big man on campus. Okay, cool.
College mixer.
Big man on campus sounds good.
College mixer 1 through 30. Yeah, it should be 30. So we'll get that college on the ticker for you guys, and we'll get it set up here in the room. But yeah, let's open up the Earl Campbell, and then we'll go through the break and do the randomization. No, we've been talking a long time. A lot of people have been asking for the rep only series, so very happy that we can deliver that for you here. And there is the Earl Campbell on the rep.
Beauty.
With the Hall of Fame 91 inscription on the beautiful Oilers alternate rep lid. Yep, LSU is probably going to be featured in the college. LSU is typically one of the teams available in our college series. See all the names available in that, or you see all the names here for this Earl Campbell. So we will now do the randomization after showing off the Earl Campbell. So here we go, guys. 8 times around. Good luck, everybody. Let's see who's coming away with Earl Campbell here in the reps. It's going to go to Dakota. Dakota Beckel is going to get the Earl Campbell here in the rep series. The last box in the rep series here is going to go to Dakota Beckel on the Earl Campbell. Congrats, Dakota. And now we have the college series available for everybody here. And all these names, thank you for closing that out, guys. All of you will be in the Chase Wheel Spin, one of the Chase Wheel Spins for this show. Hopefully, we do some more Chase Wheel Spins, but we'll have at least one. And Dakota is coming away with Earl Campbell.
So, guys, by the way, congratulations to Dakota. And you know what they say about starting off first? Usually never finish last. And Dakota was waiting since yesterday. He or she was the first person that was in this particular series. So, Chinmay, congratulations to Dakota. And congratulations to all of you guys for clearing out this rep series that we have, ended with a Hall of Famer, and we got some all-time greats in this Big Man on Campus series. And for those that are tuning in us with Chinmay and myself on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, it is live. It's live on the live break page, guys. We have a single and a double ready. Chinmay is going to do his legendary rundown for you guys. So just a heads up, by the way, very, very advantageous price points on this college series. And for you, Shelly, because I know that you were wondering about LSU, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with a particular LSU headliner in this series.
Yeah, so let's not waste time. Let's jump right in.
I'm gonna get this on the board for you.
To this series. So the college Big Man on Campus is available. All boxes available. All headliners available. And yeah, it doesn't get much better than some of these names. You got Bo Jackson on the Auburn Authentic. Looks like you got a couple minis there with Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin. Ashton Genty on the orange. The orange Boise State. It looks like an authentic, but I will double check that. Mike Evans on Texas A&M on the alternate A&M lid. Justin Jefferson with the LSU Speed Flex. Julio Jones on the Alabama Speed Flex. C.D. Lamb on the Oklahoma Authentic. Barry Sanders on the Oklahoma State, looks like that's a slate. Travis Hunter on the Colorado authentic. Drew Brees on the Purdue helmet. That looks like it's going to be an authentic as well. And then Josh Allen on the ripped Wyoming Speed Flex. Ty, are the Utah Utes on the list? Let's check. Let's check the list here.
Let me see if I can confirm that for you.
So Utah is not in the series. Utah is not in the series. So these are the names that are available. No, Utah's not a division in the series. So these are how the divisions will break down, right? Wyoming, Clemson, and Michigan, LSU, Florida State, and my Missouri Tigers.
There you go.
Alabama, Virginia Tech, and Michigan State. Purdue, New Mexico, and San Jose State. Oklahoma State, Miami, and Georgia. Very, very solid group there. Boise State, Florida, and USC. Oklahoma, A&M, Ohio State, and Notre Dame. Auburn, Colorado, Baylor, and Texas. So how this typically works is you will get about the same amount of items for each slot. So like the combined Wyoming, Clemson, Michigan items will be about the same as the combined Boise State, Florida, USC items, and so on and so forth. There may be more headliners for one particular section, but that just means there won't be as many and more hits in that section. So we know like Michael Vick will be on a Virginia Tech lid. Brian Urlacher will be on the New Mexico. It might be a jersey, it might be a mini, it might be a football. Secondary headliners, we don't know. So that's where those secondary headliners will go. Anquan Bolden, of course, played college football at Florida State. So he will be a Florida State hit if and when he jumps out of that college series. But yeah, here's a look at the headliners once again in that college series again. Now is the time to jump into the double box breaks. This is the opportunity to get multiple items, multiple headliner hits, because all the boxes are available. Every item is available. Now is the time to jump into that double. Doubles are your friend, as the great Rip Camelucci would like to say. Doubles are your friend at this point. So we got 30 boxes, and I believe it is 15 headliners. Let me double check. Yep, 15 headliners in 30 boxes. So 50% ratio there with headliner to box count ratio. 50% chance at a headliner. So now is your opportunity to jump in and get the headliner, multiple headliner items in the double box break. And again, all the photoed headliners outside of the Emmitt Smith and the Michael Irvin, because those are the minis. All the other photoed headliners, either authentics or speed flexes. Julio Jones is on the speed flex. Justin Jefferson is on the speed flex. Josh Allen is on the speed flex. Everything else on the authentics outside of course, those two minis. I know there's a lot of chatter about the LSU, and we want to see the LSU lid. That Jay Jettis speed flex looks phenomenal. I want to see this Genty lid. This Genty Boise State orange. Have not seen the Boise State orange helmets being rocked by the Broncos. So let's get that Genty out here. Of course, that Josh Allen ripped speed flex going to be popular as well. But yeah, I'll drop the link to that college double in the chat here. So Big Man on Campus college series double box. And again, you can go through the divisions there and see the sort of double up opportunities. And we've already got some buy-in.
Yeah.
In that college. So potential double up opportunities, obviously LSU, Florida State, Missouri. You've got the Anquan Bolden and the Justin Jefferson. Alabama, Virginia Tech, Michigan State. You've got Julio Jones and Michael Vick. Purdue, New Mexico, San Jose State. So Purdue, New Mexico, you'd get Drew Brees and Brian Urlacher. Oklahoma State, Miami, Georgia. Oklahoma State and Miami, you'd get Barry Sanders and, of course, Michael Irvin. Boise State, Florida, and USC. Boise State, Florida, you get two great running backs with Ashton Genty and Emmitt Smith. USC is probably lurking in the Ann Moore section. We had a Matt Leinart stat jersey once pulled, which is pretty headliner worthy in the college series, if you ask me. Oklahoma, A&M, Ohio State, and Notre Dame. Oklahoma and A&M, you can get CeeDee Lamb and Mike Evans, two phenomenal receivers. A&M means there's also a possibility of Johnny Manziel hiding out in the Ann Moore section. Auburn, Colorado, Baylor, and Texas. Auburn and Colorado, Travis Hunter and Bo Jackson among the headliners. So plenty of double up opportunities here in the headliner section. So definitely jump into that college. And I see only one spot remaining in that double.
I was going to say this is going to go very fast.
So we will definitely have an opportunity to jump into that college series, which I love to see. I love to see that as we get to 10:45 here on the 9 a.m. show. Shelly saying Drew Brees would be awesome. Love him. Tons of great guys in here. Yep. Drew Brees, obviously not a LSU guy, but New Orleans guy, Louisiana guy.
Oh yeah.
Means a ton to the city of New Orleans. No player, you can argue that no player has meant more to a franchise than Drew Brees has meant to the New Orleans Saints. So definitely agree with you there, Shelly. Drew Brees would be awesome to see on that Purdue lid in the college.
My opinion, the most underrated quarterback of all time, Drew Brees, despite being second all time in the pros in passing yards. Somehow that's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Drew Brees, probably not as highly rated as some other guys. Only one Super Bowl win, so that kind of plays into it. Was robbed of a Super Bowl opportunity by one of the most egregious non-calls.
Yeah.
In the NFL. And given how the Patriots played in that Super Bowl, not shocking to say that the Saints could have won that one. Not surprising to say that the Saints could have won that one. Drew Brees could have gone out with 2 Super Bowl championships. But yeah, we're at one spot left in that college reps double. You guys did not disappoint when we dropped that college series. Not that we expected anything less. I expected that series to start off with a bang. So, doubles are still your friend right now. Full series, all 30 boxes, all 15 headliners available. Plenty of chances to double up. One spot to go in that first college double. Let's get some headliners out here on the table. Reward you guys for closing out that rep series with the Earl Campbell that came out here on the rep. This is going to Dakota. Congratulations to Dakota. But now you guys have an opportunity at that new series. Get into that new series. Get some headliners out here. Let's reward you guys for closing out the rep series. So one spot to go in that double. We are 5 away in the Weekend Warrior single. Again, Devon Achane still available in that Weekend Warrior series. And we are pretty open elsewhere. 5 to go in the minis as well. 5 to go in the minis as well. Trey McBride. It's Trey McBride's 26th birthday. Whoever ends up winning the Trey McBride, we will also give you $26 of UA credit. Thanks to Trey McBride turning 26 today.
Treyway.
Yeah, so we're still 1 to go. So I am going to take a little gander here at some of these spreads. And let me tell you, my initial gander was not looking too promising.
Hopefully Ty is still with us. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're starting to get into the dog days of the NFL schedule in a little bit here for the non-contending teams, because that's when the gap starts to widen.
Not looking too hot.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I took a brief look. So, yeah, as we because we're gonna kind of we're gonna get through it as we go along here. So, but as always, even though today you are, again, we got a little bit of a Freaky Friday action, a little Freaky Saturday, a little bit of a switcheroo over there. So
Switcheroo Saturday.
Switcheroo Saturday. Look at that. There you go.
That's the follow-up.
Put that on a t-shirt, underdog. Since you are the master of ceremonies, it's up to you. I'll let you pick. The ball's in your court. Do you want first pick, or do you want to toss it my way?
No, you'll get first pick. The producer gets first pick, as always in this situation. So, yeah, Rob, go ahead with the first spread pick.
Well, Ty, you better have that sheet up over there, my man, because I'm looking to continue this lengthy winning streak here of 3 picks. Hold on, just one second, Chin-Man.
I am not going to be here on Black Friday, so I cannot confirm or deny that you will get some UA credit for turning 42 on your birthday on Black Friday.
Yeah, Ash, you did mention that. I remember a few days ago. So I know who you could ask. Could ask Robbie Lopez.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Again, on Thanksgiving, Robbie's gonna have all of his turkey, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, we're gonna be feeling generous.
We're gonna be feeling generous.
I won't be here, but Robbie will be here, so you can take that up with him.
Yeah, he'll. Well, you know that Robbie's a pretty generous guy, so I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with that. Let me see here. So I'll take a look at that in just a second. I'm just kind of getting this aligned. However, it looks like we're gonna have that college double first.
All right, yeah, we'll definitely do the college double.
Yeah. Knew the timing for that was going to be
Robert
great.
Prack jumping in. Hey guys, what's left in the reps and the 1 and 4? The reps are gone, Robert.
Well,
That Earl Campbell that you're seeing on the desk, that was the last rep. And because the reps closed out, we now have a college series that we're going to do a college double for coming up here. As far as the 1 and 4 goes, I will quickly take a look at that here for you in the 1 and 4. So the Mark Messier jersey, that's a licensed jersey, that's still available. The Larry Bird autograph on the Larry O'Brien trophy, that is still available. The Steve Young Speed Flex on the black 49ers lid with the gold visor and the gold face mask, that is still available. Secondary headliners, Troy Aikman, Frank Thomas, Allen Iverson. We got a Brett Hull and Adam Oates combo. I believe that'll be a jersey. And then we've also got Kurt Warner on the probably it'll be secondary headliner. Probably it'll be a mini. My guess is it'll be a mini, but it could be a full size helmet. So that's what's left in the 1 in 4 mixer series. But we do have that college double ready to go. So we will get that going here for you in just a second.
Yeah. San Jose. Okay, so this is going to move down.
I know some people are very interested in seeing that Jettis come out, that Justin Jefferson Speed Flex. Some people are talking about Drew Brees as well on the authentic. I like that Genty lid, that orange Boise State authentic. Julio Jones on the Speed Flex as well. Another opportunity there to land Julio Jones on the Speed Flex. We've seen him in some college series before, but I'm really excited for the Ann Moore section of the college, as I always am. It's the best Ann Moore section. You'll get guys who didn't really play in the NFL, like Matt Leinart, on a USC jersey. And if you ask me, Matt Leinart at USC, that's pretty much a headliner.
Yeah.
Not saying that Matt Leinart will definitely be in this series, but USC is there. So I think some USC memorabilia with some pretty big names, if you think about who has gone to USC.
I got 2 more divisions for you. Hold on.
Yeah, Ohio State items. So Ohio State that we've seen before. So Ohio State non-headliner, right? That's really the big thing. Ohio State non-headliner. We've seen, because he's also in the room in other series, Quinshon Judkins is a possibility on Ohio State. Typically, when we have guys sign one thing, we can have them sign another lid in the college section. So it could be Quinshon Judkins could be on that Ohio State. I've seen Will Howard on the Ohio State as well. So plenty of Ohio State secondary guys that could be in that Ohio State on that Ohio State item.
Ezekiel Elliott, possibly.
Could be Ezekiel Elliott. Very, very much a possibility. Justin Fields could also be an Ohio State player. CJ Stroud could also be on the Ohio State lid. So plenty of opportunities there for a pretty solid player.
Good to go for
on
it.
Ohio State. Let's see, where is that?
It's good to go. Dragging it down for
All
you.
right, yeah. See that? All right. So big man on campus double. There is so big man on campus college double box number 1. Drop me 2 box numbers after the message, and we will get that going for you guys. So 2 box numbers. That message is now live. So on the restream, Rob, if you can confirm with me on the restream, I see Big Mike. I see 9 and 25 for Big Mike first. Before I see Ty's 3 and 27.
I can confirm that.
All right, so we will do 9 and 25.
Ty said he got me. He got me. Right. Yeah, Shelly, Chris Paul is retiring. From the he announced his retirement at the end of the season today. It's going to be at the end of a 21-year career. Was the fourth overall pick in 2005 from Wake Forest. The point guard, one of the best point guards of all time.
Yeah, so we'll get these names randomized while Rob gets those boxes. Thank you, Rob. 9 and 25. And yeah, that was really quick. They had that ready to go. They absolutely did. Here we go. 8 times around, college double. This is the first double, by the way, in the college series. Hopefully we can get some headliners out here for you guys to start off this college series. So, Michael Curry, you've got Wyoming, Clemson, and Michigan. Michael Arias is in the LSU, Florida State, Missouri spot. I'm interested to see what Mizzou item comes out here. Brent Hatch is in the Alabama, Virginia. I believe that's Virginia Tech. Rob, let's just make sure that that's Virginia Tech, not Virginia, because Michael Vick is in the series. So it'll be Va Tech.
VT.
Yeah. Alfredo is in the Purdue, New Mexico, San Jose State spot. Ty Percival, Oklahoma State, Miami, and Georgia. Any item that comes out from those 3 schools will be yours. Michelle Moore, you've got Boise State, Florida, USC, as well as Auburn, Colorado, Baylor, and Texas. And Tobias Walter has Oklahoma A&M, Ohio State, and Notre Dame. Here we go. Box number 9 to start things off here. Again, 9 and 25 are the box numbers. So box number 9, here we go. Good luck, everybody. College double. Big man on campus. First box of the new series. It looks like it's going to be a mini helmet.
Oh, okay.
So, could be a headliner.
Nice start.
Could be an and more. Well, we hyped up this college series, and we hyped up the names on here. You guys delivered by closing out this series. So we're going to give you a headliner. We're going to give you the playmaker, Michael Irvin from the U on the Miami helmet. That is going to go to Ty Percival. Congratulations, Ty. Even though you didn't get the box call numbers, even though you didn't get those numbers that you wanted, you got Michael Irvin, the playmaker, on the University of Miami mini helmet.
That's awesome. You said right on. Thanks, guys. And maybe Talon didn't get the jersey he wanted, but He's definitely going to get a mini that he wants for sure. That's awesome, man. Michael Irvin.
I'm gonna leave Michael out here.
Deservingly so. Headliner hit, man. Definitely.
One box, one headliner. Let's keep it going here. So I'm gonna write that up for Ty real quick. And again, double up opportunities here with Oklahoma State and Georgia for Ty. Barry Sanders could be coming out next in that authentic. That could be a double up here for Ty. Michael Irvin on the mini. We'll leave Michael out here and complete this double up possibility. Next box, box 25. Big man on campus, box 25 in the series. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. This is not going to be a headliner, but he's a headliner in my heart. And you know what that means? It's Brady Cook on the Missouri Tigers jersey. Brady Cook.
Nice.
10-win season
Your guy.
for the Tigers in his junior season. 11 wins. 11 wins for Brady Cook if you count that Cotton Bowl victory over Ohio State. Tigers 11 wins under Brady Cook. Following season dealt with some injuries, but they still got the 10 wins if you count that bowl game victory that they had in his senior season. Brady Cook didn't have the flashiest college career, but definitely had a very successful college career. Oversaw this new era of Mizzou football, this new successful era of Mizzou football. Again, Mizzou, they've only lost like 7 games over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well,
yeah.
and we've got a big game today against Oklahoma. We might not be going to the playoff, but Oklahoma has ruined so many Mizzou seasons before. It's about time we ruin one of their seasons. So Brady Cook on the Tigers jersey. That's going to Michael Arias. Congratulations, Michael, on the Brady Cook Missouri Tigers jersey.
Well, that's a win for Michael and a win for you too. So get the
very, very happy. Always happy to rep my guys. And I've had trash luck when it comes to opening up Packers memorabilia here. So I'm very happy that I at least am able to get some Mizzou memorabilia out on the table.
So guys, Michael Irvin, the headliner, Brady Cook, not a headliner, still a fantastic hit. However, 14 headliners, 28 boxes still to go for the Big Man on Campus series. So awesome start. That one in a flash.
Yeah.
How quickly, so I'd not be surprised if we started to reset on some things here. So
we're still at 50% on the headliners to
Yes, we
boxes,
are.
right? Because 28 boxes, 14 headliners. Again, the Michael Irvin, the only headliner there in that double box. Brady Cook on that double for Michael Arias. So what are we going to jump into next, everybody? Again, all those speed flexes still available. All the authentics still available. The only headliner to go was that Michael Irvin mini that you see here. The Playmaker is the only headliner gone.
Love to see
in
it.
that college series. Bring Earl back up here next to me. Do a quick check here on the rundown. It is just past 11. So just going to do a quick check here, see if we're close to anything. And it looks like we are pretty open across the board. It looks like we're pretty open. So I'm going to go ahead and do the chase wheel spin for that rep. I'm going to do the chase wheel spin for that rep. So are all those names good, Rob? Well, it was only that one break, so
yeah.
You actually don't even need to get the names. I'll
it's
pull
just
those.
the one break, yeah.
Yeah, it was just the one break. So I'll pull those. Again, appreciate you guys closing out that break.
We are starting to get some late movement here from Brent, who's been very active on the Weekend Warrior. He now has 4 spots in that Weekend Warrior single. Ashley Roberson has the others. So Chinmay, 3 to go in that Weekend Warrior single.
All right.
Going after that Devon Achane spot.
Yeah. And we will be back at noon. Yes, Shelly, we'll be back at noon. It'll be Rob and myself again at noon. But this is for the rep wheel spin. Again, this is for the rep wheel spin. So top spot will be in the wheel spin for that rep series. So this is the chase wheel spin for the rep. Good luck, everybody. 8 times around here. Dakota.
It's a show.
Dakota is having himself a show. He won the Earl Campbell, and now he's also going to get some money back from the chase wheel spin. So Dakota, if you are in the chat, let me know what number you'd like to start on for the wheel spin. Again, that's the 1 to 100 wheel. For the chase wheel spin, you'll get this money back in UA gift card money. So very possible that we are giving Dakota the Earl Campbell for free.
I'm sure
depending on the number that I spin.
Wherever he might be out there, North Dakota, South Dakota, Donde está Dakota, wherever you might be. I know that now he's got to be very happy with this outcome. So again, you said that you've been a high roller, you've been a big baller on the chase wheel spin lately. So hopefully that hot streak for you continues.
Yeah, we'll see. Dakota, if you're in the chat, let me know if you want a number to start on. Otherwise, I will start on the number 1 and do the wheel spin from 1.
Just as a quick heads up as well, Chinmay, we will do those 2 personals in the next show.
Yeah.
For Richard, who had a headliner package, and then Natalia, who had a jersey personal.
Yeah, we'll do the headliner. We'll do the headliner package and the personal in the next show. We'll give those people an opportunity to jump into the chat and see what they want to do with those personals. So we'll take care of those in the next show. I haven't seen anything from Dakota. I have not seen Dakota in the chat at all. So I'm going to spin this wheel. And it's going to be a big number. 86. Woo! 86.
There you go.
Dollars heading back Dakota's way. So Dakota buys in for $51 in a spot, wins the Earl Campbell, and is now walking away with $86 in UA credit. So we essentially gave him $35 and an Earl Campbell replica helmet in that break. So Dakota's having a show.
It was also his first order.
First order? Okay, yeah. It's a great start for Dakota in his UA career.
He actually came in here and robbed his blind. Is essentially what he did, and now he has a reason to stay after robbing us. So
got to keep that rolling. So Dakota, keep it rolling in the noon show. That is when Rob and I will be back. Rob, it was a phenomenal show. We had some great action. Glad we were able to jump into that college series. Glad we were able to pull out Michael Irvin mini and a Brady Cook jersey. Glad we were able to see some Mizzou on this Saturday morning as they kick off here against Oklahoma shortly. Any final thoughts here as we wrap up this 9 a.m. show?
Just keep in mind, everybody. So you saw how very nice this college series looks already to start off. Again, it's not the only brand new series that we had waiting in the wings. In that vault, we still have 2 vault spots left to go. As soon as those vaults clear out, we would obviously love nothing more to see a pre-fill with that. If we do see a pre-fill leading into the noon show, if that happens, then the noon show will start off with the new diamonds that we have available. And as you regulars know, when it comes to diamonds, all authentics are better. So it is littered with speed flexes and authentics in that diamond series. So if you want to get some of the nicest memorabilia we have, clear out that vault series before the noon show.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for hanging with us here at 9 a.m. We were going to take a quick break, and we will see you all here at noon. For Rob, I'm Chinmay. Take care, everybody. We will see you here in about 1 hour.